Hi. What if I had a magic wand that I could wave over you to give you more patience, maybe even more self control and improved decision making? Would you like that? Would you like those things even when things are not going as planned? Hi, I'm Diane LaFoon, and I'm here with your Joy Tip of the Week. But I want to hear from you first. Did you celebrate Easter over the past weekend? And if you did everything go as planned? Because our Easter celebration certainly didn't go as planned for the LaFoon family. Let me just share with you what happened. We it seemed to just constantly change. We were in flux. We were changing. First we were going to have a noon meal on Sunday as our family celebration, and that got changed to an evening meal on Saturday. And then we had to be sure we had enough vegetable dishes because now we have a couple of people in our family that are choosing to eat a vegetarian diet. And then there are, my nephew brought his dog, my niece brought her cat, and we also have people in the family that are not animal people at all. We had all kinds of things arise, circumstances arise, commitments came up. Scheduling issues, and it just seemed like it was constantly changing what was going to happen for our celebration. So we definitely ended up having a great celebration. And just when we thought that nothing else was going to go wrong, one of the things we did have lots of vegetables because we have vegetarians in the family now, but we also had to have our spiral cut ham because some people in the family have to have that spiral cut ham because that's what we eat every week when we or every Easter when we're celebrating. It's just something we've done for years. So we had the ham as well. The table was set, everything was ready to go. Big, huge platter of ham on the table, potato salad, green beans, a big spinach and strawberry salad, just lots of things going on. And we were all in the kitchen, kind of wrapping up things and doing last of the minute things before we sat down. And Grandma Great, who was keeping an eye on, kitchen and dining room, she looks in the dining room and then shouts above all the hustle and bustle, "The cat's having a meat party!" So Grace, my niece, and I run into the dining room. We make a mad dash, and here we find Baby, my niece Grace's cat, hovering, well, actually just crouched over this huge platter of ham, just ready to dive in and make a feast of it. So Grace shooed the cat away. We got some of the meat where the cat may have been involved and threw it in the trash and sat down. And then we had an enjoyable celebration as a result. Even with all the changes and funny things going on, we'll remember that, I think, for years to come. Remember when the cat was having a meat party and Grandma, the person who's not a cat lover, not an animal lover, just shouts above the rest of us, "The cat's having a meat party!" It was just a hoot that we laughed about then and will laugh about for years to come. But we did have a great celebration. We were very thankful to be together. We were having a wonderful time breaking bread together. Oh, wait, we didn't have any bread. Well, we missed that ingredient in our celebration. But honestly, most of our smiles and our laughter were centered around my precious and precocious 11-month-old niece. And she is just wonderful. She keeps us in stitches with her smile and her laughter and her teasing and just all the new things that she's learned. She's just wonderful, and we enjoy every minute that we get with her. It's a gift, absolute gift to spend time with her. So, we were thankful for our celebration, even though it changed and was fluid and we weren't sure exactly when and where and how it was all going to happen. But we were very thankful when it all came together and we finally enjoyed our time celebrating the resurrection of Christ. And so it was ironic to me then. Sunday evening, I was relaxing. I was rewatching an episode of Downton Abbey, and Carson the butler turned to Mrs. Hughes, if you know the show at all, and he made a statement that I was like, yeah, exactly. That is so true. He said to Mrs. Hughes, Carson said to Mrs. Hughes, "The nature of life is not permanence, but flux." And what does that flux mean? It just means flowing, changing, ever different. There's no permanence in life. The nature of life is not permanence, but change. And so for people like me who like to make plans, I'm definitely a planner. I like it when things go the way they're supposed to go. It's a challenge to be grateful when things are continually changing and flowing and they're here and there, like our Easter plans. But I Choose to be thankful in those circumstances because that's just life. That's what happens. That's just life. So it's important to realize that gratitude and being thankful is a choice. It's not a result or a consequence of circumstances, especially because circumstances change so frequently. You have to make gratitude a choice. And when you look at the definition of gratitude, it's simply the quality of being thankful. So being thankful in everything. You may believe that it's easier to be grateful if everything is going according to plan. When you have it all, when things are your ducks are in a row and things are going exactly like you want them to. But I believe it's also important to be grateful and thankful even during those struggling or ever-changing times. It's just one of those things that you have to be mindful of practicing. There's a lot of research that shows the many benefits of having an attitude of gratitude. An attitude, like I said, that is defined simply by the act or the thought of being thankful. So what are some things you can be thankful for? You can be thankful for your life. You can be thankful for your work. You can be thankful for the things that you have. You can be thankful for your health. You can be thankful for your friends. You can be thankful for your family members, even with their crazy cats. And you can be thankful for being alive and realizing it's a miracle in and of itself that you are alive. So I ran across an author, Jeffrey James, and he's got a great statement about the benefits of just living life in gratitude. He says, people who approach life with a sense of gratitude are constantly aware of what's wonderful in their life because they enjoy the fruits of their successes. They seek out more success. And when things don't go as planned, like with my Easter celebration, people who are grateful can put those small failures behind them into perspective. He goes on to say that gratitude, like most emotions, is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger and more resilient it becomes. So essentially what he's saying is that when you're grateful and aware of things to be thankful for in everyday life, no matter what's going on, you're basically celebrating small successes in your life. And because you're celebrating those small successes, you are going to set yourself up for even more success. You're going to set yourself up to look for those successes, and you're going to feel more successful as a result. Plus, he said, when things don't go as planned, when you're grateful and you can put those small failures, those mishaps behind you, whether great or small, you put them into perspective and they don't become the things that outweigh your successes. So it was interesting, a study I found from a group of colleges. This was interesting to me that so many schools were involved, but Northeastern University, the University of California, Riverside, and Harvard Kennedy School, they all came together to demonstrate what the feelings of gratitude had as far as their impact on our financial impatience. So it's a very specific study that it started with. What they did was they gathered participants and they said you can have $54 now, or if you wait 30 days, you can have $80. But first, before you answer the question, we want you to write about an event in your past, and we're going to split you into 3 groups. One group wrote about an event in their past that they were grateful for, where they felt grateful. One group wrote about an event in their past where they felt happy. And then the third group wrote about an event in their past where they were just kind of neutral. Nothing really, made them feel any way in particular. So the participants that wrote about an event that made them feel guilty, not guilty, the participants that wrote about an event that made them feel grateful were asked, then about the finances. Do you want the $54 now or the $80 in 30 days? And they were much more likely to wait the 30 days for the higher payout than the other 2 groups. So what they concluded was that they were willing to wait longer for financial reward. And then the study goes on into different things to come down to the results that the implication is that when we practice gratitude, when we're aware of being grateful, when we make a point of being thankful for everyday successes, for everything in our life, daily, moment by moment, then that creates not only success for us, it creates patience, it creates self-control, it creates improved decision-making. So there's your magic wand. I said, what if you could wave a magic wand and have more patience, more self-control, and better improved decision-making? All you have to do is live in gratitude. Live in gratitude each day. It's, choosing to express the quality of being thankful when you are setting yourself up for success. Because these things also, patience, self-control, decision-making that is improved, all sets you up for that success as well. So whether you're celebrating small successes or putting the failures or so-called failures in perspective, or giving the opportunity for your patience to grow, your self-control to become more established, your decision-making to improve in the long run, you are setting yourself up for success. And that's admirable. So I want to invite you to another opportunity to set yourself up for success, and that is by joining me in a panel of women for the Unstoppable You live stream, which is coming up this week on Wednesday and Thursday. Amy Schatt is invited 12 experts, including myself, to give you the opportunity to become unstoppable. And you need to register to attend the event. I will actually be on the panel on Thursday, the 8th, starting at noon Eastern Time, 9 Pacific Time. And then, like I said, there's 11 other experts over the 2-day event. So please join us, because that is an event, too, that will help you set yourself up to be unstoppable and then, in turn, to be successful. When you set yourself up for success by practicing gratitude and learning this, to have more patience, self-control, and improved decision-making, you're going to find it easier to choose joy as well. And remember, joy isn't something that simply happens to us. You have to choose joy and keep choosing joy every single day. I hope to see you at the Unstoppable event this Thursday, where you can set yourself up for even more success. Thanks for joining me.